Okay, we're back. The Gentouch is loaded, and we're going to start looking at the actual software aspect of the Android operating system. The first thing I have to mention is this is not a capacitive screen like you normally see on the Droid, Droid 2, Droid X, Incredible, and even the iPhone. You're going to be very disappointed if you're used to those. This is a typical resistive screen. There is a stylus that you can use the tablet, as I said before, but it kind of defeats the purpose of using a tablet. It's possible to use your fingers to tap on the screen, but I do recommend nails, especially when typing. Although most of the features on the tablet, you can use your thumbs. I've heard that the first version of the Gentouch had some calibration issues, but this appears to be fixed in this version. It's kind of version 2. I really haven't noticed any calibration issues at all with this Gentouch. Right now I have the screen to turn off every couple of minutes so it doesn't waste battery power. Okay, so this is the home of the tablet. It's very basic. You have space for about 12 icons. Right now I just have 9 on here. The defaults are your browser, your iReader, music, email, gallery, and file explorer type program. You have Skype and the little app store, generic app store they have installed. I also have ConnectBot on here for administrative type stuff. So what you can do is click on the browser here, and if you have Wi-Fi, which we do, it will connect. The browser is not bad. It's just a basic Android browser. Since this system is a 2.1 Android, there is no Flash. Although I highly recommend that you install Skyfire. It does not play true Flash, but it does allow you to play Flash videos, and that's a pretty nice feature. After you install Skyfire, even if you're using the Android browser and a Flash video is on a site, Skyfire will automatically load and play that Flash video. That's kind of a cool feature also. The Android browser is pretty good, so there isn't a lot of bad things you can say about it. Plus, having Skyfire on the side, it's a good tandem. It's a good team. Just a quick little example here is we'll click on News, and Skyfire automatically loaded up, and it's going to bring you over to Google News. There's Google News loading up right now. Turn this around. Accelerometer monitor kicks in right away, and there you go. Google News. Turn back around. Boom. Okay, so we're going to go back here and go to the home button, and let's go back to home. Okay, you have an iReader. Very basic reader program. It's not something to write home about, and I definitely suggest installing Amazon's Kindle. Next part you have here is the music application. This is a default music application. It's not bad. It's okay. It's a default. What are you going to do? It would be nice, as I said before, if the speakers were on the front while you're playing this, but the sound can get loud enough that you can hear it pretty good. On a side note, I also want to say that I installed the Napster APK, and it runs awesome. There's no problems at all with Napster on this Gentouch tablet. No problems. It runs awesome. Next part we have here is the email. Very simple, very basic, and that is right here. You can basically install any kind of web-based email service such as Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo. You can also use an IMAP or POP accounts. Then once you have the email account set up, when you receive an email, you'll get a little Gentouch, very obnoxious sounding little tone. And that will tell you at the top left of the screen that you have an email, which obviously I don't have an email right now. Another very simple little app they have here is the Photo Gallery app, which is right here. Just to look at very simplistic type photos. Can't do much because this is a single resistive touchscreen. Basically just display photos. The other stock app that came with this is the very basic file manager that's right here. And this is just a very basic file manager. You probably want to install another one. Gentouch does install a secondary browser. That's called A&D Explorer. That's a little bit better. Next thing we have down here is, that comes stock, is Skype Beta. Either I'm doing something wrong, or the Skype Beta app just does not work with this tablet. I can easily be doing something incorrect. It loads fine, it acts like it's working, but it just does not make a call. If it doesn't work, I'm not even sure why it was pre-installed. But anyways, this has an app store that Augen installed. This is not the official Google Marketplace. I'll say that again. There is no access to the marketplace on this tablet. I say that because honestly, that takes away about half the fun of this tablet. Instead of having access to 100,000 plus apps, you get access to about 700, and that's a big disappointment in my book. I think one of the big benefits of Android is having access to a lot of their applications, which is, I'm sure, the big reason why a lot of people like the iPad. You like to access, 500,000 apps. It's great. Okay, the top screen, top left side of the tablets over here, this would have where you would have all your alerts if you got a new email, or if you have a USB connection. This is where it would go. Over to the right screen, from left to right, we have the standard Wi-Fi icon, the sound down and up buttons, the main menu, which loads the wallpaper, search, notification, and settings menu on the bottom of the screen. Then you have the back, the home button, battery display, and the time. Very basic stuff. And then from here, I will progress next to the next part, which I will explain more about some of the apps that are pre-installed in here, some of the apps I recommend, some of your settings, the music, the gallery, the video, Napster, all that fun stuff, and I'll do that right after this.